Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm Carissa, and today for TMI Thursday, I will be talking about the 10 things that gross me out the most, a la David Letterman style, although probably without the one-liners. Basically, for those of you who know me, I get really disgusted easily. I have a very sensitive stomach, and I pretty much will vomit at anything that grosses me out, or at least gag heavily. So, let's get started. Number 10, Cheeto fingers. Why? Seriously, just disgusting. I mean, have you ever seen those people eat Cheetos or any other kind of chips or whatever that makes your fingers turn a different color? And then they try to like shake your hand, or they touch something that they're about to hand you, and they have no business touching anything until they have like a wet rag or wash their hands. And don't lick them either. It's just nasty. Because then you put your fingers back in the bag. Ugh. Anyway, number 9, peanut butter breath. I guess peanut breath. Either way, gross. I can deal with most breaths for the most part. Bad breath doesn't gross me out unless you've just got nasty halitosis. But I guess it all goes back to when I was probably in 9th grade. And it was one of my first like make-out sessions. And this guy, I think we were watching The Shining, and he'd been eating peanuts, like mixed nuts or something. And we started, tongue kissing. And he put his tongue in my mouth, and he had like little particles of peanuts in it. Got all in my mouth, and I still have this memory. Every time I kiss somebody, I start thinking about, not every time, but if I'm not really into it, I start thinking about like peanuts in my mouth, and ugh, nasty. Okay, number 8 would have to be people that like have facial hair and they get food caught into it. It's nasty. I mean, I can deal with somebody with like food on their chin or even like a piece of lettuce in their teeth, but for some reason, like if I'm sitting with somebody and they're eating like macaroni and cheese and it's like stuck in their beard or on their mustache, it creeps me out. Nasty. And I probably won't be able to say anything. I'll just have to run to the bathroom. Number 7, this is just something I don't understand, and it's tampons that are left in the toilet. Ladies, I mean, come on. We all have to use the toilet. I don't understand. Either flush it, wrap it, and throw it away, or put it in a little thing, because I don't want to go to use a public bathroom and there be a tampon that's been sitting in the water, just getting all big and bloated, and have to look at that right before I go pee. It's nasty. It's disgusting. And along with that, it's not one of my numbers, but wipe off the toilet seat. We're ladies. Come on. All right, number 6. It's kind of weird, but gooey and smushy and like slimy things, smeary things. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've got this thing. I've gotten a lot better about it, but I used to not be able to eat anything that was smushy. Like I probably didn't even eat like mashed potatoes until probably 4 years ago. I don't know why it grosses me out so much, but I think it probably goes back to, I was probably 6 or 7, and my family was at McDonald's, and my cousin dips her finger into ketchup, and she starts wiping it around her lips, and for some reason it grossed me out. Like she was trying to put like lipstick but all around it. And I remember I turned around and vomited in the booth behind us, and it was quite embarrassing for everybody involved. So if we're ever eating together, just don't smear food on your face, whatever you do. I will vomit. And I guess my number 5 would be weird colored foods. One time I bought ketchup that was purple, because ketchup and purple are 2 of my favorite things in the entire world. And it was all fine and dandy looking at it in the bottle. And then as soon as I put it on my plate and I started to dip my french fry into it, I couldn't even take it. I couldn't put it in my mouth. It was disgusting. But there is one exception, and that's Blue's Clues applesauce. They really need to bring that back. It was awesome. All right, my number 4, crusty, unidentifiable spots. And I'm talking about like you're at work and you pick up a file folder and there's like some nasty stain on it. Ugh, like I can't even look at the folder. Or sometimes if you go to like a used bookstore and you get a book and you open it up and there's like this nasty kind of like crustiness on it, I don't even want to read the book. But the worst is like you go to someone's house and there's like white crusty on their bed or on their couch, or if you're in someone's car and you like reach down under the seat, ugh, and there's crusty. I can't take it. I mean, I don't know. It could be like gravy or whatever, but my first thought is it's snot or jizz or something else. I mean, nasty. Ugh, I don't like saying that word. All right. My number 3, and this is one that I think most guys, my roommate over here, is definitely guilty of, and that's long toenails. Dudes, it's not that hard. Bite them, pick them, preferably cut them, but seriously, there's nothing worse than like getting cut by a toenail, or like looking down and like seeing like this hot dude and all of a sudden he's got this like nasty yellow like stains on his toenails. No. All right, number 2, and these are pretty obvious, but my number 2 would definitely have to be farts. I really get disgusted when people fart, and I know everybody does it. I do it. I know everybody does it, but you know what? I don't do it in public, and I don't subject other people to my smell. And I think that my humongous hatred of farts probably comes from, I probably inherited it, honestly. My grandpa was really OCD, and one time when I was in his car, I was probably only 6 years old, and I was in his car and I farted, tooted. Not that girls do that. It was like a one-time occasion, but I did. And my grandpa, who was really OCD, got really disgusted, and every time after that he made me sit on a towel when I got into his car. And so yeah, from that point on I've just learned not to do it, and I kind of expect others not to either. And my number 1, drum roll. Okay, boogers. I can't stand them. People know this. Like, every one of my friends knows that all you have to do is just like stick your finger in your nose and point it towards me, and I completely freak out. It's no. Gross! Seriously. Hands. Gross.